Hey, we're finally back working on something different this time. Not a driving video today, unfortunately, but we have my friend Lee, his car is in here, his Cressida. It's a really cool car, 1J VVTi single turbo. It's a really cool car. He's had a lot of suspension problems here lately. He hasn't quite exactly got it dialed in yet, so his driving has been not as consistent as it needs to be, and as you can see in the videos here, that was with stock suspension, and he finally got some JIC coilovers that were used. He put them on, and they were better, but it was more for show than anything, as you can see here. And yeah, so needless to say, he needs some better suspension upgrades. Now, we are doing a bunch of other stuff to this car right now. We are doing some angle mods, extended lower control arms, cut knuckles, that kind of stuff. But today, we are going to go ahead and install some of these bad boys. BC Racing BR Series coilovers, all brand new. Shipped directly from BC. But if you know anything about old cars, Cressidas, 240Zs, 86s, whatever, this is the coilover. We're gonna have to cut the factory knuckle and weld on right here. Pretty easy job. I'm not a professional welder by any means, but I've got enough practice that this shouldn't be too big of an issue for me. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get some stuff put together, situated, and get underway. All right, as you can see here, these are the old original struts, the big springs, super tall, monster truck status. Really comfortable ride, but not exactly what you want for drifting. They're a little dirty. What I have to do, I've read several things. Some people say cut 25 millimeters, some people say 30, but the instructions from BC say 50 millimeters. So from this point here, the very top of this knuckle, I have to cut up here about 50 millimeters, so like roughly 2 inches, so somewhere in this area. First, I need to clean them. I am going to do one at a time, because just to make sure I get these brake line brackets on the right side and everything like that. So this right here, once I get this cut off at 2 inches, that coilover will slide over this metal piece, and I clean up all this metal here and then just weld it straight to this. These things are really nice. Got a 14 kg up front, and we got a 10 in the rear. Hopefully it'll carry that boat quite nicely, absorb all the impacts and everything, and yeah, maybe it'll allow him to drive instead of having to worry about driving a clown car. It's fun for everybody up there riding in it, but he's not growing as a driver with it that way. So hopefully with some good suspension, he'll just be able to control the car and start running some tandems with us and just progress from there. But as of now, I'm just going to go ahead and set up GoPro and get started. Alright, now that it's all clean, go measure about 2 inches up. Try to get that all the way around, which looks like on these, it's right below the lettering and the numbering and the print on the shock itself. Alright, now I need to grab the death wheel. Looks like there's definitely fluid in there. That could be bad. We'll let that drain out. Yeah. Would have been nice to know that ahead of time. We'll let that drain out. Okay, new plan. On this other shock, we're gonna go ahead and take our drill, and somewhere about here above where we're gonna cut, I'm gonna drill a hole, turn it over, and let it drain out while I'm finishing up on that other coil over there. Okay, just like that. Turn it this way, and the fluid drains out. All right, now back to this. I was gonna try and finish it off with a Sawzall, but Sawzall blades are dead as well. All right, that's done. And this is just trash. Let's see with the other hubs and stuff. Man, I hate grease. Actually, it's probably a pretty cool country. I've never been there, but maybe one day. Now, we've got this done. We need to grab a file, clean up all the burrs. As I stated before, coilover slides over that, but before I even test fit that, I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this cleaned back up. I don't want any of that residual getting on the coilover itself and making it more difficult on me in the long run. All right, that is gonna go on. Alrighty, that is done and ready. And when you're welding, you never want to clean your surface right before you weld with alcohol. That's just bad. Some sort of mineral spirits or something like that's probably the best. I don't have any, so I'm just gonna give this a good wipe down. That wire wheel, as you can see, does pretty good work at cleaning off the surface. All right, she is all the way up on the surface, and there's like a nice gap there, so it's allow the weld to sit in there really well. Okay, that's done. That's what the finished product will look like once I get it welded on. Just like so. Not the prettiest welds in the world that I've ever done, but they penetrated, and that should be it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm running out short on time, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that other one knocked out real quick and get back in a minute. All right, just like so, after a little bit of paint, you got coilovers that are done for the fronts of this bad Cressida. He's also doing a water pump, I think, and some cam seals or something. I don't know exactly what's going on, but hopefully have it ready to go back out, drift. I'm not putting the coilovers on today because we're doing a bunch of angle mods, like I said. Cutting the knuckles, extending the lower control arms, putting new tie rods on, that kind of stuff. And since it all goes on together at the same time, there's no point in me putting these coilovers on just to take it all back off and redo it again. So, with that being said, I'm going to end this video here. That's pretty much how you do a Cressida coilover setup. It's pretty much the same on like S30, 240Zs, 8.6 Corollas, anything that needs a sleeve over type coilover. Don't cut into gas shocks. The ones that are liquid filled, I mean, those were already leaking, so it wasn't that bad. But gas shocks, they're under a lot of pressure, so don't cut into those. I mean, I don't think they would make a kit for a weld-on kit to do that with anyway, but just as a disclaimer, don't do it. That's a bad idea. Liquid, it's not as bad. Just drill a hole, let it leak, drain out. But anyways, that being said, y'all have fun.